Thank you for escorting me. I'll go make us some tea. Damn, I'm having a date with a... Ooh, hello. Didn't take you long to get changed. Please help yourself. To what? Alright, so we are now in August. And if you remember what happens in August... It was the prelude of this game so long ago, where we were apparently attacking those big railway guns. So that's where our field trip's gonna be. So we're finally catching up.
It was the peak of summer.
To the beginning of the game.
The sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed.
That's nice. Get a nice week off.
Turns out, Thors sticks to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings. And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer away from Trista.
Oh, so there's like no nobles here now?
Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as usual. The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
Excuse me. Ugh, so hot, I'm dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about is just making me feel hotter. You certainly are. The Academy should instill an orbital air conditioner. Orbital air conditioner? What is that? It's a device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'd help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. Wow, that's some kind of wizardry. I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, there's one in the Rhineford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for. Seems a bit too much to hope for. This is a military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Still, a machine to help us keep cool in the summer? Whoever first invented that should get a medal. I'll admit the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with, but as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me. Barahard gets similar summer heat waves, but there's usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon. That does make summers a bit easier. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought that 3 would go back home for the summer. You were given permission, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it, but in the end I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Alisa, maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd go back to a place like that willingly? I'd much rather stay here and take my chances with heat stroke. So hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people are headed to that conference at the end of the month. Have much time to worry about the heat. Oh, so it's a conference where there's an attack? You make a good point. We're talking with the West Zumeria Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before. So we got the horses, the deers, the birds, the bells, and the marijuana. Chancellor Osborne's supposed to be attending too. Seems crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. Seemed like a big old scary monster. I've heard he served in the Imperial Army. 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network. He's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia. I believe those all took place without any bloodshed. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans. Well, he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns. Oh, those are the guns that I'm talking about. At one point, Ereboni was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvard. Because of it. Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually Liberal that proposed a way to avoid a conflict. They ended up signing a non-aggression pact. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne's been a really popular figure. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He seems to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the Hammer of Judgment. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity. He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's well past homeroom time. Should have been here 10 minutes ago, I swear that woman. She better not be sleeping off another hangover back at the dormitory. Wouldn't put it past her. I wish I could say there's nowhere upstanding instructor would do that, but...
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing.
Instructor?
Good morning, instructor.
Morning, everyone! Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late today. And that reason is, we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
Whoa, there's an empty seat on the left.
A transfer student at this time of year?
Someone's joining class 7?
Seriously?
All right, come on in.
Righto.
Crow?
Huh? Crow?
But isn't he a second-year student?
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining you fine folks as a member of Class 7. It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys.
What?
Suspicion meter is rising.
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long tale fraught with the intrigue of school politics.
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes. Then he came crying to me in a panic like, "Oh, help me, Instructor Sarah, they're not gonna let me graduate." So as a special exception, he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
You can't be serious.
That's an even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus test they ran last year, so I thought he might be a good role model for you. And don't forget, he'll also be joining us on our future field studies too.
So he's actual team member.
Nice. Looks like you saved me the trouble of having to explain it all. Anyway, let's let the good times roll. Oh, and since we're all classmates now, no need for all that sweet talking you lay on the other second years, all right?
Right. Easier said than done, I fear.
If he was any more laid back, he'd be comatose.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Wait, is there someone else too?
Huh? Are you serious?
2 students?
Oh, I was hoping to catch you off guard. All right, come on in and say hello.
Is it Angelica?
I thought you forgot I was out in the hall!
Lolly?
What?
Millennium?
What?
You must
Millium?
be joking.
Hey, aren't you?
You're the girl we met in the Nord Highlands.
Yuppers! Long time no see, guys! But I see a couple of you I don't know, so guess I better introduce myself. I'm Millium Orion. And this here is Eric Getlum, but we'll just call him Lammy for short.
Oh, good. Lolly is a permanent team member now.
Holy crap!
It's that thing we saw at Ark's fort.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed out for it.
Boo! Fine.
It's a blue-haired Fie.
Anyway,
What the fuck?
nice to meet you guys.
Tell me you're kidding.
I really
I only
wish
see one open
could.
desk.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
So Crow and Millium. Oh, okay. We're skipping to free day. 3 days went by. No one was sure what to make of Crow and Intelligent Division Millium transferring to Class 7, but within a matter of days, it almost felt like they'd been here all along. Well, Crow had, just not as a member of the team. I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dracos who ended the war. But did you know the historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors. And while supporters rallied to him in his region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare. Nonetheless, they continued their advance. Prince Dracos met perhaps his most well-known supporter. Millium, right? Would you happen to know historical figure to whom I'm referring? Sure do. Lion Sandlot, also known as the Lance Maiden. Oh, I know that name. I remember that name. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region. In particular, her skills with the lance was unparalleled. Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors. Group mighty warriors led by Lance Maiden. That's the only one of these names looks familiar, and that's the first one. I don't remember this one. This one kind of is like Holy Grail, like Grail Sitter. Oh, Sritter. Grail Sritter. Eisenritter. Grail Sritter. Stahlritter. Eisen. This one just sounds the best. Is that right? Oh, perfect. That one just sounded better. Crow's asleep. Get him the fuck out of here. He's risen on my list of potential targets for C. Right now, it's close between the opera singer, whose name I can't remember, starts with C, Crow, and Prince Cedric. Claire would have been on that list too, but Claire and C were on the screen at the same time, so it can't be. Unless she had a proxy filling in. Indeed, it's known as Logren Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore. Oh, you mentioned that before. Does anyone live there now? No, due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. The Arseid family is responsible for the care and maintenance. Speaking of the Arseid house, wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second in command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confidant. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden, and it's partly because of that the Arseid family mourns her death each year. I see. Oh, what a fascinating story. Legram, huh? Never had a mission there, so I've never been able to go. Maybe I should have stopped by when I went to Barrowheart a while back. You'd think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country. I know, she's totally just let it slip that she's doing something in Barrowheart. I suppose it's better than her being all distant. Tomorrow's a free day, which means next Wednesday you'll have your practical exam. Millium Crow, you must have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7. I'll hand that stuff off once you're done here. Alright, homeroom's out. Flee while you can. Machias, do the honors. So I guess that's why you could bond with Crow before, because he becomes a part of the team. So what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on guard around her at least. Though I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden. Yeah, she should keep that under her pillow. I don't think she's a bad girl. I was talking a nap in the courtyard yesterday and she came and fell asleep next to me. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? They look like a couple of kittens all curled up. Personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like. Yeah, because they're both small. She can't be more than 12 or 13. She's so chipper all the time. That's hard to be. It's really hard to be cold towards her. I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm. She reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, it certainly seems that way.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance.
So she's here because of him.
For you in a few weeks' time.
It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the division. But just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. Then there's that thing, Lammy, that's always with her. She calls it Lammy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It's made from some strange material. Doesn't look like anything cutting edge. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. Wow, so you touched it? It wasn't escaped my notice. It seems strikingly similar to combat shells. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of origin. That's true. Instructor said she was forced to accept it, though, in a sense. Millium was forced on us, too. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. Maybe a little early to tell whether we can trust her, but we should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her. Well, it's a logical way of breaking it down. You're right. It's still pretty easy to make sweeping judgments. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't want her to make her uncomfortable. And then there's Crow. What's he like, Reen? You seem like you get along pretty well. I don't know if I'd put him quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict, way too prone to ante up for every hand. Audios help us. He sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Alisa went in his old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight and pretty handy with his Arcus. Well, at least we're in separate dorms. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Oh, hi there, Reen. Do you have a moment?
Toa? Well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you?
You've got a new student in your class now, right? Well, her student notebook is ready, so I figured it'd be best to get it to her as soon as possible. And since you handled it last time, would you mind coming to get it for her?
Ah, you're talking about Millium. Sure thing. I'll come get it right away. You want me to swing by the student council room then?
That'd be great. Thanks.
She sure doesn't waste any time. I should head on over to the student council room before it gets too late.
Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm on the second floor. Flutes! I hate flutes! Oh, that's Elliot. I didn't even notice. Father is persistent. I probably won't be able to be quite selfish once I marry. Healthy family is one of the best known families in the southern province. I guess the Instructor Mary has more to worry about than I thought. Oh. Not just in your own year, you forge friendship with second years. Instructors, you're the kind of person people can feel confident. On the contrary, you should be proud. Well then, as one of the instructors tasked with handing out the Lionheart medals, you get the Medal of Friendship. Ooh. Oh yeah, Margarita. The big girl who has the crush on the Oh, and here's the horny twin. Oh no, this isn't the horny one. Her sister is. Go in there. Oh, I just got turned around. Hey, Prince. Prince of Bull. Not like he's not a prince. Oh wait. Aha, I did see something. These are the medals we just learned about. Or we didn't really learn about it. We got one. Thanks, Teach. It seems like your life was really interesting before you started teaching. Millium, let me give you a word of advice. His Majesty might have gotten you into this academy, but in my class, you're just a student. Keep that in mind, okay? Oh, someone's sick. Oh, she's faking it. Who hasn't done that, am I right? She gonna give me a medal? Medal of Compassion. Alright, so we gotta talk to the main teachers and we get medals. You're a main teacher. Gotten confidence. Or you've been through a lot. Gotta give this to someone I figured it might as well be you. Medal of Valor. Give it the good work. If you have a pull up, it's gonna work even harder. What buildings are over here? Oh, classrooms. I can't go in there. Student Union building. Oh, okay. That's where I need to go. Let's see. Sorry, there's a cut there. I had to go. I thought someone was knocking at my door, so I went to check. There didn't seem to be, so. Guess we can just circle around. Check the building, circle around real quick before we go get our students' notebooks. Come on. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, let's see if he has a quartz. You have a new master quartz to sell? Yep, Pandora. This is a sharp tone in the music. Beep, 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 beep. It's really tripping out my tinnitus. Look, Alan. First I was planning, Friedel. I don't know how bored I got when I did last year. She's like the one noble from that group I like, Fidel, right? She's alright. Is there anyone in here? Some people swimming. Ooh, hello. Laura, oh. Who are you? Monica. Oh. You're the horny twin. Otherwise, what's the point of even being in this stupid club? She wants to get her hands on her body. On Fie's body. Do some fishing real quick. Oh, we should probably check that out. See if we get new fishing equipment.
Catch. What even is this? What even is this?
And we need to find the cat. Oh. Defeat it, Milt. And we need to check the library for books to read.
Caught one.
You know, the standard stuff we do when we're at school. Or during the school parts of this game. Come on.
Now that's a catch.
Oh wait, what is that? There's a dot here. Oh, there's the cat. Oh shit. I saw the dot on the mini-map, but I couldn't see a person. Ferris, I'll be channeling Alisa tomorrow. She may be sprinting me and indeed scored better. Well, that's in the past. The time is nigh to show her what the great Ferris Fluoride is truly capable of. So some nobles are still here. Hello, useless. Who are you? Nope, not you. I don't know you. So let's go around. There's someone here. Who are you? Monk. Oh, I remember Monk. I don't remember what your deal is. I just remember the name. Let's not go in the student council yet. We'll save that for last. Oh, we got double books. I've read all this. Oh, there's more books here now. Alright. Alright, so that's every building. So let's check out the fishing. Literature. Fishing. Oh, you're a black angler and I'm impressed. Took that fishing pro like you. Took me a while to get the hang of it, but now I feel like I've gotten hooked on fishing. I can trade you nicer stuff now. Alright. Oh, new rod, Lake Lord Star. We can get the salmon badge. Do I have to equip the rods? I don't remember. Oh, we equip them when we fish. What do the badges do? Badge. Oh, it's part of a set. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oop, I just equipped it on her. I didn't mean to. Oh, I have one equipped too? Oh. I didn't realize that. Okay, so... let's see what she's got to say.
The door's open. Come on in.
Sorry if I disturbed you.
Oh, Reem. Sorry for making you come all the way out here.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it. It's class business anyway. That's quite the spread you've got on your desk there. Is it just me, or does your workload only ever seem to increase?
Well, I've got a little extra going on right now that's keeping me a little busier than normal. Anyway, this is Millium's notebook. Crow's already got one, along with the added pages on the Arcus units you all have. So...
All right. I'll be sure to pass this on to Millium next time I see her. Actually, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you know about why she's here at the Academy?
All I know is that she came with a recommendation from the Army's Intelligence Division, really. You know those combat shells you fight in your practical exams?
Yep.
They're being used with the Emperor's authorization. Apparently, it's something similar for Millium. They can't deny her admission if the Emperor's pushing it.
This goes all the way up to His Majesty?
Seems like it. The Chancellor was the one who
Wow.
set up both the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military.
So the Emperor wants
Neither of
Millium
those
in our
organizations
class?
could have been established without His Majesty's consent. That's what's unusual. Anyway, because of that, the Academy can't really turn down a direct referral with that kind of backing.
So that's how it is. But even accounting for that, I never would have expected Crow to be transferred into our class too.
Yeah, I was just as shocked as you when I found out. I knew he was a habitual class cutter, but I always figured he at least had enough credits to graduate. Oh, I feel like a failure as student council president for not noticing. Maybe even a failure as a friend.
Yeah, you failed on
Whoa
both
there.
those
I
accounts.
think you're being a little hard on yourself.
No,
What
let her
about
be
Angelica? Does she have enough credits to graduate?
Angie at least makes sure to attend the classes she needs for graduation. Apparently, Crow not only hadn't attended enough class units, he also didn't turn in some essential assignments. But as long as he's active and engaged with his Class 7 work over the next couple months, he'll be able to graduate.
Oh, that's nice.
Still, I get the distinct feeling this 1-2 punch of transfer students wasn't just a happy coincidence. Am I right?
Well, yeah. The principal thought placing Crow in Class 7 might be beneficial for the rest of you, too. His grades might be a sorry sight, but he really knows how to get things done when he wants to. Did you know he was responsible for all of the event planning at last year's Academy Festival?
Nope.
Crow did that? Voluntarily?
It might be kind of awkward having a second-year student in your class, but I hope you guys will all get along. That goes for Millium too, of course. She might have an unusual background, but at the end of the day, she's still a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I don't like it.
So
I don't
she really is 13
like
then?
it.
Yeah, she scored really well on her entrance exam though, so I think she can handle the curriculum fine. She might be small, but she can roll up her sleeves.
You know why she's small, Toa? Because she's fucking 13.
Now where have I heard of someone like that before? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and answer.
Ring
I
Schweizer.
don't want me to miss anything important.
Alright. Excuse me then. Hello, Reem Schwarzer speaking.
Hello, Reem. It's your favorite instructor here. Are you still on the Academy grounds by any chance?
As
Yep.
much as it pains me to say it,
I got Millium's book.
No need to sound so suspicious. It's just that after I gave Millium all the things I had for her, she just took off somewhere. You know how she tends to be kind of a mischief maker. So could you find her and drag her back to the dorms for me?
alright.
Excuse me. Why isn't my A button working?
I can only imagine what would happen if she were to flash that silver thing of hers around on the Academy grounds again.
That's not appropriate.
Yeah, I'd really rather avoid a repeat of yesterday. Anyway, I leave it in your capable hands, brave leader of Class 7. Mwah.
Well, wait a second. When did I become the...
You've always been the leader, my dude.
She really does trust you. Anyway, I'll let you go then. Are you still up for helping me with a few he requests tomorrow?
Of course. I'll be around. Still, I know you've got a full slate and all, but try not to overwork yourself.
Yeah, little
And
Toa.
if there's anything else I can do to make life a little easier for you, don't hesitate to ask.
Sure. And thanks.
I'm wondering where this game is going. There's a lot happening. It seems like it's heading to some kind of war. The terrorists are trying to incite. I don't have Crow's number either. I think the 2 classmates will be enough for this, although I should remember to ask him when I get a chance. Oh, I actually have to pick people? Well, you and you. Attack member. What? I have to fight? Alright, I think I get what you want us to do. Definitely doesn't seem like a good idea to let her roam around. Suppose the Academy must have a wealth. So I picked Laura because she's my second in command, and Alisa because she's my piece. That was inappropriate. She's my girlfriend. Alright, so yeah. You go look for her. Oh. So check engineering, check the gym. Hey George, have you seen a lolly in here? Oh, found her. Wow, so this is the orbital bike everyone's talking about. I want to try it. Need some fine tuning. You do have the option of riding alongside me, however. I'm always willing to take cute little ladies like... She's 13, for fuck's sake. I want to have a race, though. Want to see if Lammy's faster than your bike? I don't know what that Lammy is, but it takes some guts to challenge me to a race. I'm really starting to take a liking to you. Didn't take long for those two to hit it off. Have you ever known Angelica to not hit it off with a girl? She's 13. 13! What's up? Truth is... No way, there's still plenty I want to do. That's how you're gonna play it? Then I'm gonna let you catch me. I'm not gonna let you catch me. Our race is gonna have to wait. Catch you later. Oh, come on. There she goes. You couldn't have at least pretended to try and catch her? Green sweetie, sure you realize that I always side with my lovely ladies. She's 13. She's 13 years old. 13, Angelica. So I guess we go to the gym. Yep, still a red exclamation. Second floor. Wow, look at all that water. That's gotta be refreshing. I kinda wanna take a dip. Finally found you. Oh, hey, Reen. Hey, do you know if I get to take swimming lessons while I'm here? Can't think of a reason why you wouldn't. Has instructor Sarah given you your school swimsuit yet? All I got was my uniform. She told me I'd get it tomorrow. I can't wait. I wish I could go swimming right now. Swimming lessons aren't quite as laid back. You guys think so much. Besides, all this pool talk really makes me want to go for a swim. Oh, I know. Millium? No. I can wear this. It's waterproof and dries. It's no problem if I get wet. Hold up, Millium. On your mark, get set, go! Millium, are you okay? Ah, that was way too fun. Hop on in, the water's nice. She doesn't care, does she? She's gone. You see where she went, Monica? You mean the crazy girl? She left, heading towards the girls' locker room. Well, there's nothing we can do except chase her. This is the girls' room.
I can do this.
Of course, I've got this.
So she's left the building. How do I get out of here? Oh, got her. Academy. Barn. I haven't done this in forever. Onward, mighty steed. Get down this instant. Oh god, what is she doing in there? Oh hey everybody, are you still chasing me? What in the world? It's been a long time since we went horse riding. This is so fun. Would someone please escort her far, far away? Why do you have to be so stubborn, Eustace? You must get that from your dad. I'm not even going to dignify that. How would you know what my father's like? Wow, Millium managed to throw Eustace for a loop. What's with this girl? Who cares? I'm on a horse. Time to ride. Get your hands off the reins, though. Millium, wait. So began Millium's horseback adventure. She took off without the slightest concern. After riding around, she finally came to a stop. You little, that was the best. We should totally do it again sometime. Are you okay? Fine, that girl doesn't have a lick of sense. Hopefully she'll slow down by the time we catch up to her. Oh. Looks like the roof. Cornered you.
Wowee! There's so much cool stuff here!
We got you now.
This is Thors Military Academy, huh? Ooh, I wonder what the view from the rooftop's like. Huh?
Oh, she spots the old schoolhouse. Should have guessed you'd be here. Don't give me that high, you guys. We've been roaming all over the school grounds looking for you. It's quite enough. Whoa, what happened to her eyes? After chasing less on just giving up that easily? I've seen enough. Tomorrow's a free day, so that's when I can really explore. You're gonna do the same thing tomorrow? She's alive, the girl. Alright, let's get her back to the dorm. Wow, that was fun. This town's got a nice feel to it. Wonder where I should go tomorrow. Well, I'm glad someone's having fun. Spare a thought for the people who've been running all over the school grounds looking for you. Oh yeah, we should exchange Arcus numbers, Millium. We need to be able to reach you quickly. My number is, tell everyone else. Oh yeah, I should try calling Lecter and Claire. I'll bet they'll be surprised. She seems like a typical 13-year-old girl. Does make for 13, remember? Angelica. What happened to that big thing that's always tagging along with you? Lammy? He's right here. Oh my. Don't call him out here or you'll... Whoa, what's that? It's like a huge silver doll. This is so cool. I swear. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. Eventually we were able to pull the kids away and go back to
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Just been making myself at home here.
Crow?
What are you doing in our dormitory?
Well, I am a member of Class 7 now, so I've been given the go-ahead to move into this dorm now.
What?
This seems rather abrupt.
But man, Sharon sure makes some amazing coffee. If I'd had a cup of that, I would have been banging down the door to join Class 7 months ago.
You flatter me, Master Crow. Would you like me to bring some of the cakes I baked earlier as well?
Do you even need to ask? Anyway, sorry it kind of came out of nowhere, but it's good to be here.
Looks like he's already made himself at home.
Sharon didn't seem to miss a beat either.
So you're gonna be living here too, huh?
Yep, us newcomers have to stick together, right? I just finished hauling all my stuff over from my old dorm. Looks like I ended up in the room right across from yours, Reen.
I see.
Oh, great.
I can already see things getting a lot more lively around here.
Ooh, man, moving all those things really tired me out. I was hoping I could just stow all my junk in my old room, but Toa wouldn't let me.
Well, of course she wouldn't.
He must be pretty exhausted. Well, I suppose now's as good a time as any to officially welcome you to the Class 7 dormitory.
The pleasure's mine. And seriously, you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Come on, loosen up a little. We're classmates now. Just treat me like one of the gang and we're golden.
You sure about that? All right, one of the gang it is. Feels weird to think of you that way after all this time, though.
There's no harm in welcoming you to the dorm at least. I'm certain we'll be fast friends in due time.
For sure. Oh, and if you guys don't mind, I want to get in on the action when you explore the old schoolhouse tomorrow. Gotta get back in the groove with my artists again, after all.
It's me,
Schoolhouse? Who'd want to go to school? on their day off?
Alisa, Laura, and
Well,
Emmett,
we've got
Elliot.
this special schoolhouse here.
No room for you two. Sorry.
Whoa, really? That sounds kind of cool. I want to come too.
How did I know you were going to say that? Didn't I just get done telling you how dangerous it is?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. As long as I've got Lammy, it'll be easy peasy. And if you didn't take me with you, I'd just break down the door and come after you.
Are they going to be
I
mandatory?
couldn't really put a
All right. Have it your way. I'll be sure to let you and Crow know when I'm planning on heading into the old schoolhouse tomorrow. But don't just go wandering in there on your own without us, all right?
Yes, sir. Oh, I can't wait to see what it's like down there. So excited.
It's a labyrinth full of monsters here, not a theme park.
Looks like I better give my pistols a little TLC tonight.
That means tender love and care for the people who don't know. And the concludes my overview of the next field study. How are things coming along on your end, instructor? Contacted all the relevant authorities, and I've also considered the group placement of our 2 transfers. Let me ask you once more, are you both certain that you're in favor of going forward? I do feel like it may be a bit early for them, but I see no reason not to. The students here, they're going to have to face it sooner or later. I'm in full support. Furthermore, I've already secured the Lieutenant General's permission. We'll continue as planned. This may be a difficult reality for the students of Class 7 to face, but I can only hope that grappling with it now will help guide them down the right path. Are they talking about sending us to that place where the war broke out? Chapter 5, Signs and Omens. Because this is the month where the prologues took place. You sure did. It's okay, you don't have to hold back your joy. I guess you did help. Not exactly smell like a rose. Wise words, though in your case I get the impression you're never all that busy to begin with. Alright, we're just gonna quickly blow through talking with our friends here, in case there's any character notes we need. Although, it's probably too fucking late for any of those trophies too. Oh well. Alright, let's go see Alisa. She's who I want to see anyway. We'll save her for last. Oh, no, Emma. Hey, baby. Cross practice. Oh yeah, she's got to fight Ferris tomorrow. Millium. Got a lot of dolls and shit. Alright, let's just end the day and get our tasks for the free day. See what we're doing. Schoolhouse will be one, of course. Alright, schoolhouse. We're adding a new feature to the bike. Oh, they're putting a sidecar. Thors 7 Mysteries. Toasting Swamp. Not sure if it's keeping her so busy. And there's this old schoolhouse. Oh yeah. The last time we were there, things went to shit. I'll have to give them a call when I'm ready to go in. But to head out. Do take care. This guy's looking... I'm still suspicious of you. Sure, it seems like a boiling summer day to me. Special Ops uniform. What? How do I get that? 4 bonding points too. So looks like everyone from class 7 we can bond with. Yeah, everyone except for Fie and Elliot and Machias. Okay, so let's go to the bookstore. See if there's any new books we need to buy. Yep. 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 And we have that one. I wish it just put you back to the menu. That's so dumb. This is just... whoops. No, fuck, man. Just keep me in the inventory when I use something. Big book of instruments. And fencing. Okay. So there's nothing going on here, really. You're the teacher, though. What's going on in the church? Says anyone... Oh, whoa, what was that? What was that? Offer unique dishes. What? You're not who I was doing it to. That's who I had to trade the dishes to? No, that's not right. So everyone's gone. Student Union Building, Engineering, and then the old schoolhouse. Here you are. Hi, Reen. Hey, Toa. I need a little break. We asked her to come and help. Oh, so she's working on a bike too. Yep. The request is pretty... But with a... Wait. Toa at your side. By my side, don't you mean behind me? Maybe it would be easier to just show you what we're talking about. Sidecar. Wow. Impressive, isn't it? We call this... Sidecar. Oh, it's pretty interesting. So I guess this is gonna be like the last time when we tested the motorcycle. You have time to go for a ride. See, George and I are ready to go whenever you are. Alright, let's do it. So they'll give us some instructions and I'm gonna need to call it out. It's exciting, I'm a little nervous. Knowing Rain will be driving puts me at ease. No choice to send Reed. Sorry to cut you short here, but I can't let you do that. Remember, we chose these two for a reason. Same task as last time, starting to ride, shifting gears. Does the sidecar change things? Yes, the main changes are increasing in weight. These two things will have a huge impact. I'd recommend you approach this as a whole new experience. Basically, when the sidecar is attached, you end up veering off towards its direction when you accelerate. By the same token, when you're slowing down, you'll end up veering off. So speed up, go in the opposite direction, slow down, go towards it. Change this thing. Starting to move, we'll pull the handlebar to the left, so make sure you turn it slightly right to compensate. Shifting gears in, you turn the handlebar slightly to the left. And the same goes for bringing it to a stop. The extra means you're gonna have to slow down harder. So hard stop. Okay, so speeding up, handlebars right. Slowing down, handlebars left. Brake early. Thank God. So sweet. Well then, here's hoping this will be fun. Alright, gonna start up. Turn the handlebars right when speeding up. Left when slowing down. Definitely does. Engine goes right when she said it would handle different. And that's not the only thing. Probably shouldn't tell her that the excitement of riding with her is a bigger hurdle than the sidecar. I think we're both used to speed. Let's go faster. To the left. Oh shit, slightly or greatly. I think it's slightly to the left. You don't want to overcompensate. Perfect. Silly. And then brake early. View from here is great. And when you hear it, makes it a lot of fun. Guess we're about done. It's almost time for us to turn back. So brake harder than usual, brake later than usual, brake earlier than usual. It was brake earlier than usual. Takes longer for it to come to wait. Why don't we take a little break? Sounds good. I wonder if we ever get a motorcycle for like free roam. Seems like things went well. I'm impressed. I'm blushing. We appreciate your help, Toa. I did. I had a great time. That's all thanks to Reen. Not at all. I was always trust you, Reen. It's nice to hear you say that, though. Tears at my soul to say it, but you two make a good pair. That finishes up the test. Let's head back. Thank you both for the great data. Your feedback should come in handy. Would you like me to help you organize it? Really? That'd be a great help, but sure you have the time? Are you busy with preparations? Toa's going to the trade conference? Ah, right, I haven't told you. Truth is, the Imperial government requests I go along and help out the major players. As such, I'll be heading to Crossbell for the trade conference. The entourage attends the Empire's representatives during the meeting, and you're assisting them? I'll be mainly involved helping out with paperwork. I don't think I'll be much help. Toa has received a ton of job offers from all over the country. The trade conference invite is the government's attempt to sweeten the deal. So they all want Toa to work for them, everyone, and they're waiting for her to graduate. Apparently, all of this is because of the trouble at Hamdal last month. The government took a real interest in how quickly and efficiently she evacuated all the citizens. She's gonna join the military. If they had a uniform small enough to fit her, at least. Hey, no teasing. Let me just step right in here, keep you two from stumbling into a badly written fantasy. What kind of novellas are you reading? Change your subject. Thanks for helping with the bike. Here's your gift. Alright. We need to find the cat, too. Burdell, you're my favorite of the nobles. And your head is fucking... What is wrong with your head? Burdell came along and straightened me out. I don't think she straightened you out correctly. Your head is backwards. Oh, what's going on over here? Monica. Oh, shit. I don't want to... Well, I guess we should. So first, I'm definitely hanging out with Alisa. She's my girlfriend. I don't think any choice but to accept. Well, if you're gonna accept your challenge, I'll stay around to give you support. Well then, Ferris, what will we be competing in today? 50-yard race. I hope your breakfast wasn't too large because you're about to eat a bitter serving of defeat. Kick her ass, Alisa. Whatever you say, Ferris. Good luck, Alisa. So begins another heated competition. Reen watched. Again and again, Ferris' several rematches served only to drag out a quick and simple competition. And in the end... Huff, huff. Hey, looks like Alisa's our victor. Possible. How could I be defeated after all my practice? The rest of us practice too, you know. I have to say, though, you've gotten a lot faster. You really have been putting in the hours. That was a good match. Sort of like several matches before it. You two might want to rest up. Don't belittle me. I cannot accept this. I refuse. Ferris, where are you going? Alisa, we've got to go after her. Right. Rena, Emily, and Lisa combine the whole campus searching. However, she must be at the academy. Sorry about this. Would you two mind looking for her off campus? Do we have to actually go looking for her? Oh. Oh, she's under attack. I'm the daughter of Count Flora. Help, Vincent. Alisa. Ferris. Alisa. Let's take him out. Right. Oh, we don't actually do the fight? There we go. Doesn't look like she's injured, thank God. Are you alright? You just had to choose the highway of all places. Alisa, for what purpose did you chase me? Are you here to laugh at me? Of course not. There's no way I'd ever do something like that. Why is it so hard to believe that I just want to be your friend? In all honesty, I wanted to become friends with you as well. However, I could not once bring myself to admit it. So that's how you felt. In that case, we can keep competing against one another, but as friendly rivals. There's nothing wrong with some competition between club members or friends. Alisa, thank you. Thank you so much. Aw, they're friends. Now they can both be my girlfriend. Thanks, Dreen. You helped us out. You're always there for me when I need you the most. You're welcome. I gotta go clean up. Gotta go. She got embarrassed. Thanks, Dreen. I could not be happier to have Alisa as a friend. Oh, that's good. So the second person I'm gonna hang with is Laura, because she's my second in command. And then the last two will just be whoever's lower on my my friends list. Monica, today's the day you clear your 50-yard goal. Are you prepared? Your job's to swim alongside her, act as her lead. Thanks for helping me. Puff, puff. You can carry this through to the end. Come on, you're almost there. Only 3 arc left. 2, 1. She did it! Puff, puff. Wait, was that it? Did I do it? You did it! You never even had to put your feet down. Splendid work. I really did it, Laura. Monica's hard work paid off. Every last member of the swimming team congratulated her. All her hard work paid off. Thank you for being my assistant. Nothing. I'm just happy to see things are good. I'm now reconciled with both Monica and Fie, so I believe that we will continue to grow. I hope that you and I will be able to keep supporting each other. You're my number 2, Laura, of course. You're my number 1. I mean, you're my captain, not captain, Commander Riker. So let's see. Machias. Well, actually, no. Crow and millennial, whatever her name is. And I can't hang out with Machias anyway. Where's Crow? Oh, she's in the 3rd floor of the dorm. So let's check that out. Hey, Reen, what's up? Why don't you wear your uniform? Fun isn't the issue here. Mind if I tag along? Only after you change in some clothes. Yeah, get out of that fucking bodysuit, 13-year-old. Huh, I didn't think you'd head straight to the boutique. Well, yeah, I don't really have any normal clothes. I hope they got some cute stuff. Let's go look at what they got. You just find out she's got a girly side? She's been nothing but. Hey, Lake, this is nice. Pretty sure there's a kids section over there. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna be huge soon enough. I've got a bright future ahead of me. I admire your optimism. Oh, this one. It's cute, I guess. You might want to look for stuff that matches. Or Lammy could totally wear this. She asks me a question, then ignores me. Hey, I want to try this on. Try what on? A see-through camisole. She's 13, game. She is 13. The fuck? Okay, no, definitely not. No way, you're too young to wear something like that. What was up with that reaction? I don't even want to know what just ran through your mind. I'm older than you, so how am I the one getting bullied? Thanks for coming with me, it was pretty fun. We definitely bought too much stuff, though. Carrie gave me tons of money to spend. Is it too heavy for you? Want me to bring out Lammy? No, it's fine. It's so fucking creepy. Crow is in the lower class dorm. I always forget how much of a pain moving is and stuff. This is why I want to use my old room. Give him a hand? Yeah, I don't mind giving you a hand. You serious? I guess they were right when they said you can't beat having a loyal first year. So we're helping him move out of this dorm. Yo, hey there. What's up, Crow? Is this hair about you being a first year again? I heard worse. Did they kick you out already? You guys know, should let respect the guy teeter on the edge of his second first year. Guessing this guy's a first year in your new class, Crow. I'm from class 7. Well, how about that? Let me give you a little tip. Never drop your guard around this guy. He'll be in your pockets the second you do. This is ridiculous, Crow. Shut up. Give me a hand. Alright, let's go get the rest of the crew to help out. Whoa, look at that poster. I think I had that poster when I was a kid. Thanks for the help, guys. Don't sweat it. Thanks for your help. They left in a hurry. They're still there, though. You really do have a lot of friends, huh? Keep it up and you'll have a lot of friends, too. Let's go to Crow's room. Oh no, I didn't have that poster. The one I had when she was blonde. No. Student union is where we have to go, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's up in here or upstairs? Oh, thanks. Hello. Hey, they're talking about how sweet Millium looks. She don't look that sweet. getting stuck. Where's the her. The occult girl. Welcome to the occult research. What kind of fortune would you like? Health? Romance? I'm actually here to get... Don't worry, I'm well aware of that. You were sent by the student council, weren't you? You could have at least played along. Kind of fun. Barrel's a strange one. Something you'd like to ask me? Ask away. Do you wish to know what kind of rituals and curses are my favorite? Wait, she didn't just read my mind, did she? Nah, she couldn't have. Hee, so I assume you've been informed about what I want you to do? Look in the Academy's 7 mysteries. Okay. I'm ready when you are. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed that, but you said you wanted me to look into 7 mysteries. Investigate how credible each one is. Think of it as a part of your investigation. Either way, to be more specific, I'd like you to talk to people most likely to know something. So I'm interviewing people about these mysteries. Alright, leaving the investigation to me. Crying sculpture. You can see tears come down its face. Head of the art club. Second, Honda piano. Late one night, student walked in the house room. Drawn by the sound, she took a peek in the room. It's a music room. It's an art room, music room. Thirdly, had the mystery of the forbidden tome. Tome? Well, this one's interesting. Apparently, the Academy's library houses a book containing one of the secrets. Book passed down. Library Instructor Thomas. Hidden graves. Riding club. Sports club. Fencing club, okay. Oh, Friedel, yeah. I like Friedel. Kenneth, yeah, I know Kenneth. He's right next door. Poltergeist. Oh, he's not there. Getting stuck on his shit. Okay, does it show me where these people... Oh, it does show me where these people are. Okay. So, library. Oh, there he is. Anything about a forbidden tomb? In other words, it doesn't. But what exactly inspired you to ask me? This year's story is even more absurd than the one I heard last year. You do? The tome of the story refers to is in fact a volume of, how shall I put this, gentleman's special interest. Oh, it's a porno mag. Tell boys after time to time to bring those sorts of things into the academy. Boys will be boys. So if you happen to have a prize collection of your own, make sure to leave it under your mattress. Unless you want me to find and share what you're into with Instructor Sarah. I'm cool with that. You've made it abundantly clear. Thanks for your time. The gym. Fencing club. Fidel. Sorry to bother you. Could I ask you a question? I'm looking about the 7 mysteries. Have you heard of the sports club Grudge? Sure, people have been talking about it since the first year, although I don't suppose it'll gain traction. Screams from people, but the door that used to be here. It's been in bad condition for years. Oh, okay, so the door... This door used to scream. Or not scream, but... kind of noise. Urine, right? In your polish might sound weird, but I'm looking into mysteries. Hidden graves. Dead rising from the graves of the field. There I found a hole in the field a while back. Only thing came out of it was an exam with a bad grade. Someone couldn't deal, so they buried it. Okay. Main building. Not this floor. Oh, there we go. Nope. I'm busy, but my ears work. Go ahead, state your business, okay? I guess she's gonna keep working. I'm looking at Academy's 7 mysteries, one of which arms crying sculpture. Condensation, sorry? Like I said, it's condensation. You have no idea how many people have come to ask about that. They're not tears, it's just condensation. Alright. Really, all these mysteries are falling apart. Hey, Fie. Okay, so it looks like that's all of them here. Okay, chapel, class, chapel and dorm. Of course, how can I help you? So I'm investigating 7 mysteries. There's one story about a poltergeist. I do, in fact. Some of the more experienced mates told me about it. You've even seen it. You've actually seen it? Not quite. There's a much simpler explanation. Plates are broken and utensils thrown around the kitchen, but these things happen when girls try their hands at cooking. You tend to hit its peak in May when more of them practice their cooking, but I think poltergeist makes far more interesting culprit. So it's literally just people cooking. Excuse me. Who are you? Bridget. Oh, yeah. Take this. Oh, hey, what's up? I have a quick question. I'm investigating. Have you heard about the Honda piano? Ghost playing. Turns out the ghost was me. Calm down, I didn't mean that. I'm actually a ghost. The rumor started spreading because someone heard noises in what they thought was an empty room, but I'm pretty sure they just stumbled along while I was tuning the piano. So he was tuning it, and they couldn't see him, so they thought it was a ghost. We're debunking all of these. Is that it? I don't see any more. Hairball gave me some information. So was that everyone? Oh no, fishing guy. He's not there. The pond? Oh, he's at the pond. What's going on here? Fake Vivi can tend to that flower bed over there, and real Vivi can be in charge. Oh, she's good. There's actually something I was hoping to ask. Does the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell ring any bells? That's one of the Academy's 7 big mysteries. It's the only one I know. But seriously, did anyone really believe this place is connected to hell? Crayfish. You see them around here every so often. That must be it. What's a crayfish? We've caught a bunch of them. Thanks, Kenny. Let's return to Beryl and tell her that it's all bullshit. No we're ghost hunters. Nothing happening here. I see. Condensation, magazines, a test. None of these supernatural at all. I honestly didn't expect any of them to be more pathetic than it actually be. I agree, although it's kind of interesting that people were able to make such fantastical stories. I suppose that's true. I'd like to thank you. Here's something in my here's a hex. Oh, a night. Ooh, jeez. But thanks. Tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised. Of course it comes up in the real 7 mysteries at least. What? Could you say that again? I couldn't quite make that out. I didn't say a word. Perhaps your investigation's gotten to you. Oh, she's a devil. I could have sworn I heard her say something about the real 7 mysteries. Rain Schwarzer. Made my way through several of them. Just getting started on the rest. Okay, we're going to the faculty lounge. Where was that? I think it's here. Most part. Glad to hear it. Want to skip to the joint and head into town? You can treat me to a couple beers. You never see Sentient, Rain? Neidhart let it slip he gave you guys some kind of special training. Oh, you must mean those swimming lessons. Boom, I found out it's all because of Neidhart's meddling. I'm still fuming. Do you know how much crow I was eating? What's the deal with these two? Well, if it's how he wants to play it, the gloves are coming off. I'm gonna hold special girls-only lessons, and you're just the man who's gonna help me. What? You said it's girls only, but I need you, Rain. I need you to tell me all the juicy details about Neidhart's drilling. I almost regret saying it, but I am. Let's tear off our clothes and get into the pool. Sweet. I'm gonna be teaching all the ladies how to swim. Emma's got curves. Doesn't escape my notice that only us girls are here too. I'm more worried about the wandering gaze of a certain boy. Well, things happen. Listen up, Instructor Reen here is going to tell us about all the secret training Neidhart gave the guys. He held a special workshop for them. Doesn't it burn you up that none of you were included? Totally get what you mean, Fie. He seems like the kind of guy who likes boring monologues. Wow. Why don't you tell me how you really feel? General idea, the man-way method is that people are more effort into things when they can beat other people. First up, we'll have Reen, the mean machine, show us. Ooh, I could... Alisa. I'm gonna show her who's boss. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. I beat her. Well, guess I wasn't much of a challenge after all. I don't know, you were hot on my heels the whole time. So what did I hear? Well, the first part was having us all go head to head. After that, he pushed us to our limit, swimming the length of the pool with just 30 seconds of the rest between laps. We ended up swimming well over 5,000 ARG. That's crazy. Now that's what I call a long distance swim. This just doesn't really bother me, but I don't just want to swim laps back and forth. Boring. How about we play tag? I'm up for it if the rest of you are. Yeah, I just hope a certain someone doesn't use fun and games as an excuse to get all grabby. Yeah, Fie. Relax, this is me you're talking about, not Crow. Well, it looks like everyone's up for a rousing game of tag. Woohoo, I'll be first. First. Fortunately for Paulina, his hands did end up in the wrong place at the wrong time once or twice, earning him everlasting shame. That a boy. I think that's it. Other than, I mean, yeah, we just have the old schoolhouse. So let's... Oh, we haven't saved for a while. Let's go to the old schoolhouse. See if Crow and the other one are mandatory. Damn, they do come. Elliot. So this is what any weird stuff as you. I'll start that one again. Just like I told you yesterday, this will be our 5th trip in. There's no telling what could happen, especially after last month. Who would have ever expected that red door, right? Marine's sister. Yeah, I'm glad she's alright. Nobody told me about that. Anyway, let's go down to the business. Okay, they've already got stuff equipped. Fifth floor. Only one more floor after the 5th. What's wrong, short stack? Something bugging you? Well, I have no clue how this thing works. Anyway, let's head down. We've come this far. Down we go. What nightmares await us here? So this is floor 5. There's a strange sort of presence lingering there. Oh, the higher elements. Shit. It's so cool you can sense stuff like that. No, it's even cooler being able to control that giant silver thing. Lammy! Alright, we got some exploring to do. You guys just leave this to me. I feel like only Millium would get this excited about going to a dark maze. Wait, why? Millium's a front row fighter?
Let's go!
Okay, treasure.
Is that a treasure chest?
It's a monster treasure chest.
My turn.
Go! Gotcha! Alright. Arcus.
Who's this? Oh.
Let's go! Gotcha! My turn!
Here we go.
My turn. My turn. Go get him! Go!
My turn!
Here we go. Another
Gotcha! My turn! Alright. See? I don't slack.
I don't know if they have S brakes.
Come at me!
Here we go.
My turn. Here.
Here I go!
Well, I thought Millium, I'm never gonna get that right, was Fie.
Now! Go, Elliot, go!
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice. Get through these without using S-crafts is the goal.
Here we go.
And we accomplished it.
My turn. My turn. Here we go. I did it.
Yggdrasil. Oh, there's water. Can I fish?
This looks like a
Nope.
nice spot.
I can fish. Where is it? An eel. We've caught one of these before.
What even is this?
It's an eel. We've caught one before. We've caught. This is a gluttonous bass, right? Or trout. Trout.
Wow, this is a big one.
Trout. This is a swordtail.
Caught one.
Oh, it's a Kessigan. Damn. Is there no new fish in here?
Wow, this is a big one. What even is this?
Let's try just to make sure. Maybe there is no new fish here.
Not bad.
No, it doesn't look like it. Because it says I've only caught 14 of 20 types of fish.
What even is this?
So maybe there's just no new fish here. My finger hurts though.
Wow, this is a big one.
Now's our chance! Let's
Here we go.
smash 'em.
My turn.
Here I go! Now's our
I'll
chance!
pick you up.
My turn.
All right. Right.
Here I go! Now's our
I'll
chance!
pick you up.
Now's our chance!
That's that.
I've only.
Oh, what the fuck is that thing? It's a big boy.
Now's our chance.
Here
we
we
can
go.
do this. Leave it to me.
My turn! Now's our chance! Go, Elliot, go!
Okay.
Here we go.
Go. Gotcha. All right. Go get him. Go. My turn. Let's go.
Okay.
My turn.
Thankfully, they didn't get a turn.
Let's keep moving.
I need to unlock slots too. It's been a long time since I've used any of that. Cheat here, one sec. Alright. This is the beginning, right? Yeah.
Now's the chance. My turn.
My turn.
Here I go!
Here we go.
Right. Now. All right. Now. Green.
Green!
My turn.
My turn! Now!
I'll pick you up. All right. See?
I'm awesome!
Yeah, more of that.
Oh.
Thanks.
Leaving everything chance what'll happen. Random effect on ally or enemy. That seems dangerous.
Now's the chance. Here we go. Go.
Gotcha. Leave it to. Now.
Gotcha! My turn!
Go. Now's the chance.
Gotcha.
You're done.
All right.
Okay. One more chest, it looks like.
Yay, treasure!
Yay! Alright. Gonna save.
Let's keep up the pace.
Oh, this one's a big one. 2 treasures.
This one's all
My
ours.
turn.
Leave it to me.
Yes, sir! Now!
I'll pick you up.
Go!
Right. Leave it to me.
Yes, sir!
Here we go!
Attacking the wrong one. Should be attacking the one that's not paralyzed.
Leave it to me.
Here we go!
Here I go!
There we go.
Leave it to me.
My turn!
My turn! Well, that's...
Well, that was a weird sound. And so it looks like it's just circles back.
My turn. Right.
Here I go!
Here we go!
All right.
Alright!
Here we go!
My turn. Now.
Gotcha!
My turn. Now.
Go!
Is that it? Okay. Oh, it looks like there's another switch somewhere. There's a gap there. Or did I fix that? Excuse me. Oh, there is another switch. Excuse me. Oh, we made
appear
it.
to have reached the exit.
Here we go. These bosses can sometimes be frustrating. And you usually have to fight 3 of them and they don't move. It's those gate things. So let's see if it's one of those again. Nope, it's a big old weird looking dragon. Spread out
Careful, this one looks strong!
My turn!
so that they can't. He doesn't hit all of us. Who is this? Oh.
My turn.
Unbalance.
My turn!
Motivate.
All right!
It's my turn! Now! Elliot! Got it! There! Fool! I can do this!
Might as well S-craft.
My turn. Fool.
My turn!
Now just go all in.
Fool.
I can do this!
Go!
Stand down!
Right.
With no group heals?
Arcus, this could be bad. You have my things. Fool!
Not here.
My turn.
Go! And open! My turn.
Wow. That went much better that time. I didn't analyze it. Ah, fuck it, whatever.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Okay, glad that's over. Man, I was expecting something like that to just pop out of nowhere. I didn't have any trouble linking my Arcus, so I'd call this field test a rousing success. Maybe it's because I've got Lemmy, whatever. Doesn't escape my notice that each floor's guardian seems more powerful. We'll need to be properly equipped. There's no tremor this time. What tremor? Now that you mentioned it, was after we heard the tremor that the red door opened last month. Nothing's happening. We're sitting here looking dead ends. Let's get out of here. Keep your eye peeled on the way out. Let's do a quick rest. And let's warp our asses out. Where's the door? Oh, nothing major happened on this floor. Let's check out floor 4. Oh, robot's empty. Alright. Sure got cloudy. Looks like it's gonna rain. Looks like the storm's on the way, so Sharon's hunch turned out to be true after all. Still, this floor did not hold any secrets. I kept looking our way back just to be sure, but nothing looked suspicious. Maybe there's another piece of internal logic to the old schoolhouse that caused this door thing to open. Yeah, that would make sense. That reminds me of something George said. After all the time he spent with it, he still doesn't understand. Oh yeah, he was studying it, I forgot. So even George, yeah, whatever technology he used to make that armor, he's never seen anything like it. And if George can't make heads or tails of it, it must be like nothing else out there. Sounds like Lammy. Even I don't know how he moves. Doesn't sound like you're losing any sleep over it. Oh, it's raining. Girls in white shirts. Alright, we'll leave the rest up to you. Why do people keep thinking I'm the leader? Because you are the leader. So this is the place Gramps was talking about, huh? It does seem like there's got to be something here. I don't think force alone's gonna cut it. Millium? Sorry, coming. So she knows something. Oh, we can bond with Machias, Toa, or Fie. I guess we'll hang out with Fie? Where is she? Since she was here. Oh. Aren't these flowers fusers, and downpour might do him some good. Alright, yeah. First things first, I need materials. So I'm gonna help Fie with her flowers. Time to go to work. This isn't gonna be easy. Reen? Fie? Didn't expect you to be here. Passing by, I figured, why don't you have an umbrella? Don't worry about it. Will you help? Unbelievable. Okay, let's get this fixed up. Oh, she's got the sniffles. Rain towel dried feed soaking hair. Fie soaking hair. That should do it. I still can't believe you ran all the way out here. I was worried. That's not an excuse. Last thing I want is for Laura to get all worried about how you two made up. You'll go grey with all this worrying. Class 7's practical family to me. I can't help but worry. His hair did turn white when he went Super Saiyan. Looks like the rain's about to let up. We helped Fie with her flowers. How nice. Deadly assist. Are we in the first floor or the second floor? This is the first floor. Where the fuck are we? I don't know. Oh, this is the main hall? Oh shit. I thought we were... I got confused. Ooh, you're my favorite one? No, you're Bridget. Who's my favorite one? Pharrell? A little green-haired girl. Mint. That's a perfect name for the girl with green hair. She got mint. Ooh. Ooh, who are you? Oh, you're the vice principal. I guess we time to head back. Oh, my leg. Anything going on? Dorm. Doesn't look like too much is happening. Ugh, that sounds gross. Any new books? No. No new books. Ooh, Laura. No, that's fine. I appreciate the sentiment. Also, you should be more mindful of which girls you offer to share your umbrella with. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Whatever. Laura, you're my Riker. My Commander Riker. Gaia, so I didn't even notice that was you. Hey, isn't the cat up here? Yep. There you go, cat. Give my pussy some milk. Ooh, who are you, little tiny thing? I brought Daddy Umbrella because it's raining, but he got angry. Why? What in the world is Misty doing? I can't believe she'd force a child to do this. I didn't want Daddy to get soaked, and I'm sad. Aw, that's nice of you. What's up in the pawn shop? Oh no, this isn't the pawn shop. Well, what's in here? Oh, the fighting couple. I'm getting a little worried with all the rain. So their son hasn't come home. It's rain outside. How can I help and be worried? So I gotta find this kid now? Does it tell me where? Is he in the pawn shop? So now I gotta go fucking door to door looking for... Oh, Sharon. So now I gotta go fucking room to room looking for some kid. I still don't really know how this pawn shop works. Any kids in here? Oh no, I just bought these clothes. Now they're soaked. I'm looking for a kid. I don't see him. Any kids in here? Oh, there's a kid. Oh, there's a kid. Oh, I'm looking for a boy, kid. You're a boy. Where are you? Totally forgot about the plans I made with Rudy. Now he's really mad. Okay, you're not the kid I'm looking for. I don't see any kids. Nope, no kids, just cats. No kids. Can I go in here? Oh, okay. You're a woman, not a kid. Oh, you're a kid? Oh, this is a kid I helped study. Way back when. Any kids in here? Nope, no kids. Oh, nope, no kids. Oh, you're a kid? Oh, you're the kid. Looks like he's fast asleep. Reen from class 7, that you? That's right, sister. Yeah, yes, Rosine. Oh, she's in the same class as me? Same year? Secret's falling asleep. So that's his name. That reminds me his parents were worried about him. Oh my. It's getting late. I can understand. How do you end up falling asleep here? The wind orchestra held a performance here. Kurt was so excited about it that he ended up staying right there to bask in the ambience. Out of all the excitement, got tuckered out. He must have been exhausted. Kind of bad waking him up. What's so funny? Nothing. It just shows how kind you are. I'll be sure to take Kurt back home. On your own? How else am I gonna? I'm stronger than I look. Carrying him home shouldn't be too much trouble. It might be tough to do without waking him, though. Especially since it's raining. Offer to carry Kurt. Mind if I lend a hand? There's no way I could leave you to carry him on your own. It's raining. You're really kind. Can I trust you to take him? That's the idea. How do you plan on doing so? Oh, right. That's a problem. I can't hold him in an umbrella. Well, then allow me to take up the umbrella duty. Let's be off. He's sleeping really soundly. Speaking of which, are you alright? You look drenched. I can't believe you let yourself get soaked while keeping the umbrella over me. Why don't you just hold it over both of us? No need to worry, I have some of my own at the church. Well, if you say so. Regardless, thank you. Please take this to warm yourselves up. Got some premium coffee. Let's head back to the church. Are you planning on going back with me? You only got one umbrella, right? Don't be nervous now, Rain. You're just sharing an umbrella with a cute girl. It's fine. Cute girl of the cloth. Isn't your other shoulder getting soaked? Don't worry about it. It's just a bit of rain. So, Rosine moved closer to Rain. Ooh, this might be a bit too much. Maybe we should stay a little further apart. This is fine. Thank you for escorting me. I'll go make us some tea. Damn, I'm having a date with a... Ooh, hello. Didn't take you long to get changed. Please help yourself. To what? Oh, the tea. Okay. Something the matter? No, it's nothing. You look way different. Kind of hides your figure a little bit. I should probably abandon that line of thought before I'm struck by lightning. You're really odd, Reen. Be careful on your way back. Thanks for the tea. I had to warm you up somehow. Ooh, please take some with you. Hey, are you still dressed in your... You are. Alright. Guess that's it. Enter the dorm. I was trying to... If I bonded with anyone. Yeah, I bonded with Fie.
Welcome back, Master Reen.
Sharon?
Hey there, Sharon.
I hope the sudden shower didn't catch you too unaware. Would you like me to fetch you a dry change of clothes?
Nah, I'll survive. Thanks to your warning this morning, I was able to avoid the worst of the downpour. I'm amazed you were able to tell a storm was coming that far in advance, though.
Chairman Arena takes a lot of business trips, so I'm used to keeping an eye on the weather. Never being caught unawares is just one of the maid's many responsibilities.
I can't really picture any other maids holding themselves to such an unrealistic standard.
I'll let you know when dinner is ready. so just wait in your room until then. I expect the meal will take a little longer to prepare than usual today.
Oh? How come?
Well, with 2 new residents in the dormitory, I thought I might make tonight's dinner a little fancier than usual. A welcoming feast of sorts for them.
Sounds good.
Really? That sounds like a great idea. Anything I can help you with for it?
Oh, could you? I'm actually short a few ingredients, so I was just about to step out to buy what I need.
I'd be happy to run to the market for you then. It's still coming down out there. Might as well go back out while I'm still damp, right? Don't worry about me. I don't mind.
Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to take you up on your kind offer. Here's a list of everything I'd like you to
So I gotta go back out there?
That should be exactly enough merit to cover the expense.
All right. I'll be back soon then.
Take care.
Oh, do I control this or no?
Looks like the rain must have stopped while I was inside. It's gotten pretty dark out too. I'd better get back to the dorm.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to be one of the Class 7 students from Thors, would you?
Another
Out
new
for a little
character?
late-night shopping, are we?
You could say that, but how did you know I'm from Class 7?
You're one of the favorite topics at our radio station, actually. There are plenty of people out there who want to know more about Thor's dashing guys and gals in red.
Oh, you work at the radio station? Hold on. Your voice sounds so familiar.
Oh, she the radio host?
You know me from the radio? Good evening, everyone. This summer's turning into a real scorcher, isn't it? To beat the heat, we're going to be broadcasting tonight from a park here in Trista. Ring any bells?
Wait.
What's her face?
Huh?
What's her name?
You're
Misty,
from
yeah.
Event Fie?
Bingo.
So now we...
You must be
Holy
quite
shit,
the
there's so
avid
many
listener,
characters.
Recognizing my voice so easily. Glad to know I've got a faithful fan out there.
Wow. I never figured I'd meet Misty herself. I always make sure to catch up at...
Oops.
Thanks. But it sure is serendipitous, you know? Having a chance encounter like this, just after the rain's eased up. Ooh,
You want me too?
maybe I should mention this on tonight's show.
I'm not sure that I really constitute a noteworthy topic for a radio broadcast. It's kind of weird. I only know her from Abend time, but she seems just as friendly face to face.
Is something the matter? You're staring at me so intently.
Well, forgive me if this sounds a little odd, but this isn't actually our first meeting, is it? If I'm not mistaken, we met once before, in a hotel in Heimdall.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Who?
I never figured anyone would actually catch on.
She's the opera singer?
So you really are her, the Azure Diva herself, Vita Clotilde.
Clotilde, that's it. C.
Right you are once again. Honestly, even the people
So
I
she
work
does have
with
a
at the
secret
radio
identity,
station don't seem
so
to
maybe
have
she
noticed,
is
so I'm
C.
surprised you could tell.
That makes 2 of us. I almost didn't say anything because it just seemed too implausible. But if you don't mind me asking, how did a star like you end up working at Radio Trista?
It's just a little something I do for fun on the side. Gotta spice life up a bit, right? The best part is, the people at the Opera House in Heimdall have no idea I come here to do my show every week. So don't go telling anyone, okay? It'll be our secret.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of it. I'm amazed no one else has figured it out, though. It's not like you use a different voice when you're on the radio.
Well, there's a little trick to it. You're not the only one who is surprised, though.
Huh?
I had this feeling I'd seen you before, but I couldn't put my finger on where. But it's you, isn't it?
Me what?
Anyway, I have to get over to the studio now. Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abend time. It'll be a fun one, promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And give my regards to those 2, would you?
What two?
She smells like lavender? The fragrance really suits her. So Vita Clotilde herself has been hosting a radio show in Trista. Even if I told them, I don't think they'd believe me.
Okay, that's random.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hey there, Emma. Did you just get back too?
Yeah, I just returned a short while ago. Were you out shopping?
Yeah, Sharon asked me to go out and pick up a few things for dinner, though I ended up taking a bit longer than I expected.
Wait, do I smell lavender on you? This is perfume, isn't it? How did it get onto you?
Oh, I was banging some chicks out back.
Oh, right. I guess I must have soaked up the scent too. She did get pretty close. That's the only thing I can think of.
Reen, I can only hope the reason you ended up taking longer than expected isn't because you were...
I was with, if you see that poster in the top right, I was with a hose. My hose.
Whoa, hold on. You've got the wrong idea, Emma. I just happened to bump into someone I know while I was out. That's all. Nothing scandalous. Nothing I'd be ashamed of.
I never said it was. Though you do seem strangely defensive for a man who has nothing to
You were
hide.
accusing me of something.
I wonder what would happen if Alisa and the other girls were to catch wind of this.
I swear, I just ran into someone I know after I left the store. Nothing happened. You just like raking me over the coals, don't you?
Nope.
Oh, Master Reen. I see you've returned. Were you able to get everything I asked for?
Sure did. Let me bring it over.
Lavender. Huh. No, that's impossible.
What? Oh. Breaking news, terrorist attack follow-up. Who are the Imperial Liberation Front? Thanks to those who helped, Chaos Mate.
So, the West Emuria Trade Conference is just over a week away now. A building that tall is exactly what you'd expect from an economic powerhouse like Crossbelt 2. It's a big world out there. Still, we've got Millium and Crow as classmates now. Who would have seen that coming? Crow opened up to us right from the start. Though I guess that's just Crow for you. And Millium's become way more attached to us than I thought she would too. They were both able to form combat links with us right from day one. I had my concerns about how well they'd mesh with the class, but maybe I was worried for nothing after all.
Seems that way. Abed time. With Misty slash Vita slash C.
We're winding down a busy day here at 9 p.m. I'm here to give you all the cool you need to beat this summer heat.
Hey, looks like I'm not too late to catch this week's Abend time.
Seems like those hot summer days keep coming with no... But even this heat can't stop the momentum behind the West Emuria Trade Conference. Prince Olivert and Chancellor Osborne will be in attendance for this watershed moment in international business. Personally, I'm more interested in the view from the top of that famous new skyscraper the talks are being held. In some news closer to home,
Are we gonna see it?
Probably
Get to see it?
noticed the summer showers we're getting here in Trista. The rain's let up for now, but it's managed to push that nasty nighttime humidity right off the charts. It's nights like these I wish I could smuggle an ice-cold beer into the studio. And the director is chilling over there, drink in hand, mocking me. But you know what? Forget that guy. Anyway, for all you students out there, your summer vacation
I've got
is
my
probably wrapping up, so I hope you made the most
book
of it.
writing glove on.
Wait, I forgot that summer vacation at the military academy has already come and gone. Whoops. Still, it's never too late to do something bold that'll keep your memories of this summer burning bright. And what about you, Miss Misty? You're probably asking yourselves, well, you might want to sit down for this one. Because fate had a romantic rendezvous in store for yours truly just on the way to the studio today. A tryst with a young man in a park after sunset. Droplets of rain clinging to the grass. I'll treasure the memory forever. Or I would, if I hadn't just made it up on the spot. Chalk it up to a dreamer's poetic license, I guess.
She took it back.
Still, maybe one day I'll feel the thrilling rush of a summer love. Gotta keep the fire burning.
Wait, is she talking about when I ran into her earlier tonight?
Yep.
She's got quite the playful personality. Though somehow that doesn't come as too much of a surprise. It's kind of weird thinking that I just met her on the street a couple hours ago.
Yeah, we don't need a flashback.
Oh, and be sure to tune in to tonight's Abend time. It'll be a fun one. Promise.
Wouldn't miss it.
And
give my regards to those two, would you?
Those two? I didn't really think about it right then, but who was she talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Uh-oh. Lunaria National Nature Park. It's been a while. This is like the first dungeon.
So you've arrived.
Good to see you, boss.
Oh, you're awfully early.
Well met, Comrade V. Comrade S. I see that you've finished all your preparations as well.
Smooth.
I think the S stands for huge breasts.
Although you're the one who'll be taking center stage in our next operation without a doubt.
Who'd have thought you'd volunteer to go pound the pavement in Crossbow? The Red Constellation are gonna be there. I still think I'm the prime choice for this one.
I disagree. As I can no longer rely on the power of the fleet, it makes the most sense for me to go. Especially when you consider the very real possibility that we may have to accept a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. That is the best way for us to achieve what we desire.
You serious?
You really are too morose for your own good.
I could say the same of both of you. Why else would you have willingly plunged yourselves into a struggle like this to begin with?
I suppose you're right.
You got us there.
I see you've all gathered.
It's Misty.
Comrade C.
Fashionably late, but worth the wait.
That makes it a full house.
I appreciate your gathering, comrades. The wheels have been set in motion. There is no place for hesitation, no time for looking back. We seek only results.
I couldn't agree more.
No objections here.
Goes without saying.
That said, I will ask you what you want. Comrade G, are you certain this is the path you would walk?
My heart itself beats with the ideals of the Liberation Front. If my life should see its end in Crossbell, so be it. That tyrant must be stopped from creating the vile dystopia he seeks. Dear though the cost may be, if through our efforts we or anyone anywhere succeeds in that aim, we will have our victory.
Very well. May the goddess, or perhaps powers less fair, attend you. When this is over and our victory won, let us toast our success together in the Imperial Capital.
Indeed.
This is hitting kind of close to home with what's happened in the U.S.
Farewell, my comrades.
He doesn't know how to express how he feels, but I understand.
Man, those things are huge.
Losing your place in the world for doing what's right. And throwing yourself into the eye of the storm. It ain't something I could do.
Different paths brought each of us here, but the road we travel now is the same. Let us depart, Comrade S, Comrade V. We each have our own part to play in what is to come.
Of course.
Just leave.
Oh, he's got his own shuttlecraft. Oh, practical exam time. Whose ass am I kicking today? Alright, it's time. Everyone ready? I can't even skip out since they won't let me graduate. You do want to actually finish school, right? You spend more of class asleep than awake. Right, I know. This is the part where we get to fight, those things that look like Lammy. Can't wait to jump in. You at least make a token to rein in your hyperactive outburst? It's amazing just how much adding 2 new classmates can shake things up. I guess I could have you all fight the combat shell. Since we have new challenges, try a little different. Good instructor's gotta keep you guessing. By now you should be prepared for anything. Serene, Crow, Millium? Yes? You're the first team. What? The rest of you will be divided in 2 groups. An all-girls team and all boys. Emma's team will be team class president. Machias, your team is team vice president. Marine's team will be team whatever. Each team will be facing off against each other. Quite an interesting split. Why are there 3 of us in totally separate teams, and why do we have fewer members in them too? These 3 teams are about equal in strength. Both the girls and the boys teams are well balanced. While your team does have fewer members, Crow has a lot of experience and Millium has Ergatlum. Alright, so we're gonna fight each other. Although, the part where a certain someone always draws a short straw remains remarkably consistent. Stop calling me certain someone. We know who you mean. Fine, I'll take the hand I'm dealt with. First battle will be between Team Whatever and Team Vice President. Okay. What do we got? Sure, let's give you that. Sure. It's death blows. Sure. Let's check out your arcs. You're good, right? Who is this? Millium. Do we have any heals? You have a heal. Is that a heal? No. You do have a heal, though. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna S-craft right off the bat because I'm assuming we have to fight the next group too. It's got big guns. As long as we beat them all, we still win. Stay aware of just stay aware of the distance and don't miss any openings. Looks like you're all fired up. All right, begin.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
Very well.
No one is knocked out. Evade and counter an enemy attack.
My turn.
Here I go! Now!
Gotcha! All right. Ha!
Go!
All right. Here.
Here I go!
My turn.
What? My turn.
I gotta be careful.
Arcus,
here we go.
Cause I need to. Is that kind of as an evade?
What? Here.
Go.
Impossible. My turn.
Here I go! Now!
Gotcha.
Oh, almost put that guy out of his misery. That guy.
My turn.
Let's be careful, because we don't want anyone to fall. Shit.
My turn. Arcus,
This might be bad. Thanks!
My turn.
Spy everyone.
There we go. That counts, right?
Yes, sir!
That's an evade.
Here we go.
leave it to me.
Here I go!
No way!
That's embarrassing.
My turn.
Thanks!
My turn.
Thanks. Go.
Okay, good. I think we got this.
My turn.
I think we met the conditions.
We'll cut our own path.
Condition met. Okay.
I did it.
Yeah, more.
That's enough. The match goes to team whatever. It's almost hard to believe it's your first time fighting together. We did it. Not bad. You guys didn't stand a chance. Don't get so full of yourselves. Come on now. Three of you certainly don't pull your punches. Don't start breaking out the cold drinks yet. There's plenty more action. Next up, team whatever versus team president. So us versus the girls. Guessing those two are going to come out swinging with Alisa and Emma covering from the rear.
Well, shall we begin?
Of course.
Yeah.
No one's knocked down. Cancel an enemy art. Let's go right down the center.
Go. All right.
All right. Arcus.
Jeez, you guys suck.
My turn.
All right.
Here we go.
Can we knock Fie out now?
I was careless. Hear me.
Thanks.
Oh, shit.
My turn.
Sorry, Emma.
All right.
But we can't have you rezzing people.
Arcus.
Here I go.
Go.
Wasn't strong enough.
Right back at ya.
Now we just need Elise to cast,
Arcus.
there we go.
Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you. That's condition met.
No. Don't mess with us.
And it looks like a victory. I'm impressed at this rate. I can't believe we lost. We fell short of victory. Y'all fought admirably. What a shame. It's a close one. Cost 7 gals who just take straight you out before they take you out for a night on town, huh? Well done, Millium. You too, Emma. I'll take team whatever, go a third round, but there's no one else to fight. We'll review your performance later, but in the meantime, team class prez versus team vice prez. We're the champions. Looks like it wraps up. All right, let's get our field study to the prologue. That's Event Fie for you. Oh, so the girls won? So the boys came in last. Swing of swords is one thing, but we were relying on Alisa and Emma to keep up the pressure. Safe to say that everyone fought pretty well. Winning both of your matches with a new team is impressive. I feel like I was riding on Crow and Millium's efforts. Don't sell yourself short, you're strong, and you're tougher than you look. I see your practical exams are as unconventional as ever. Oh, Neidhart. He's gonna take us, because he's there in the prologue. But Crow and Millium weren't. I don't think. Instructor Neidhart. Oh, I was under the impression that having back-to-back battles... I don't think learning to fight effectively against cunning opponents with team tactics is important. Well, that's certainly true. So what brings you here? Please tell me this isn't the part where we have to fight both of our instructors. It's just that last month field study in the capital, upcoming field study is also unusual. Instructor Neidhart has been involved. What do you mean by unusual? Sounds ominous. Alright, let's find out. Reen, Laura, Emma, Eustace, Gaius, Millium. Reen, Laura, Emma. So me and Laura, for sure. And Millium and Gaius? Or Emma and Gaius? Oh wait, where are we going? Legram. Legram is Laura's hometown. It's a lakeside town in the south. After 2 days, reassemble at the designated location. Sounds like quite a historical spot. If I'd gone home for summer vacation, I would return to Trista. What's Jurai's special economic zone? It's a city up in the far northwest. They used to be independent. I think Gramps annexed it about 8 years ago. Millium? I'm guessing the Gramps she's referring to is Mr. Blood and Iron Chancellor himself. Even think about the words coming out your mouth? Well, it's not like it bothers me. Well, both locations are worth checking out, though the final line makes me curious. After 2 days, it reassembled at the designated location. The trade conference. Care to shed a little light? Could, but I want Instructor Neidhart to feel left out, so I left him the honors. As you wish. After completing your assignment task, you'll be boarding a train. The point is a notable military installation in the southeast of the Empire, Guerrilla Fortress. Guerrilla Fortress? That's a giant base on the border facing the Republic. So after we're finished our regular field study, we're going to be whisked away to a major military base? As part of your field study, you'll be joining there to serve as your military liaison. Naturally, you'll all be given a series of assignments. Sounds like fun. Very much doubt that's the intent. Sounds like I'm going to be put through the ringer. Something wrong? Nah, don't worry about it. Well, I'm looking forward to another installment of your action-packed field study. But just so you know, I'm planning on joining you at Guerrilla Fortress. I know. You're in the prologue. I'm not going to let the big bad army push my adorable little students around. I'm like a certain other instructor whose name we shan't mention. Oh, they're going to fight. Is it even safe to keep these two in the room together? Oh, and that's the end of the day.
It's gone up.
Yep, it sure has.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You did really well, Reen.
Thanks. And that ends our time at Trista for now. We will now be heading to the train station to start our field study in Laura's hometown. So, next time we will, I guess, be heading towards Laura's hometown. See what shenanigans we get up to there. So let's go check that out next time.